gentlemen, let me double check to make sure that voice is going through. All right, so with that said, we are gonna be doing some Blessed, and I'm gonna be talking about the update that is actually hitting. So on my range right now, I don't have it maxed out, but I just unlocked Blind Executioner. I still gotta unlock Crescent Moon all the way. But I'm going to be messing around with the Thundering Arrows. I should have maxed out Fire from Above because it gives you the defense. I think it's a defense down. Let me double check. The Fire from Above inflicts bleeding on unaffected enemies, dealing additional damage over time for 10 seconds. Fire from above tracks the enemies and continues to fall on their location for the duration. And when you max it all the way, it says Fire from Above inflicts pain on affected enemies, increasing the received damage from plus 1% for 7 seconds and can stack up to 5 times. So that's good. Alright. But now we're going to talk about the update, which is actually going to hit Bless Unleashed. So Bless is actually coming out with an update on the 20th. And the cool thing that they're coming out with is, so for the class, for the Berserker, they fixed is what's to be an expected issue, which is the Mel Berserker attack animations, where, I'm not sure if you've ever been in Red Basin, or if you've ever been attacked in open world, but the Berserker pretty much just dominates because you can't ever see him. He's invisible, or just in general, it looks like he's just standing there, so you don't know what kind of attack he's gonna do, but you do know that you're getting messed up. Like, you either get seized, or you get earthbreaked. I mean, that's what I would do in a Red Basin match. I would be a BE Zerk in a Red Basin match, get my rage up, and I would get like 15 kills, because there's like a lot of people just stacked on a flag, but they won't see the Earthbreak coming for you at all. But yeah, so they're finally fixing that, so everyone can rejoice and stop complaining about the Berserker animations. Now the next thing is the Crusader. Damage of combo attacks has been slightly increased. Now the X-Slash, increased damage by 20%, and increased attack range, increased cooldown from 20 seconds to 23 seconds for the X-Slash. Now, Shield Wall counterattack, increased usability modified to prevent attacks from being cancelled despite stronger immunity effects during Shield Wall and counterattack. Now the best thing I like about this new basically update for the Crusader is that they increased the Furious Warcry and Resolute Warcry from 10 seconds to 60 seconds. See, most matches usually last about 1 minute to 3 minutes, especially and also like not just in PvP but in PvE. Like for example, in Chamber of the Ancients, I can clear that dungeon in about a minute. So having that Warcry for about a solid minute means everyone gets an attack buff for that entire minute. So base duration increased from 10 seconds to 60 seconds. Now here's the catch though. The cooldown has increased from 20 seconds to 75 seconds. So 75 seconds are down completely. So you won't be able to use the skill for basically 75 seconds. But if you finish the dungeon quickly in about a minute, you'll be good to go. Now the range increased from 10 meters to 50 meters. Oh my lord. So basically everybody in the entire dungeon and their baby mamas are going to get the attack buff. So let me eat this lunchbox. Hopefully I don't die. Hopefully they don't start to fight. Alright. So modified so that the effect applied to all nearby friendly targets only applies to party members. So that's good, because in the past when you would use the attack buff, you would buff everybody in the vicinity, but now it's only going to be people in your party. Now modified related blessing skill upgrades, Gift of Valor, Resolute Warcry change cooldown reduction from -3 seconds to -7.5 seconds. So that's a bit confusing. So I'm not entirely sure what they mean by that, but when it comes out, then we'll see. Oh man, this blessing is actually a lot of fun. Okay, so Mark of the Wolf, Resolute Warcry. Hold on, no, I don't want to get stomped on real quick. Okay, Mark of the Wolf, Resolute Warcry change duration from plus 5 seconds to 10 seconds. Okay, so specific blessings, the buff isn't going to apply to them. I guess it's just applying to maybe the later blessings. So Resolute Warcry and Furious Warcry versus the Warcry and Mark of the Wolf is going to be they're going to touch it. It's going to be a different effect. But once the update hits, that's when we're actually going to see what's going to go down. Let me move out of the way. Don't want to get eaten. Alright. So, the Crescent Moon Furious Warcry changes the effect configuration from range of the skill, duration of the skill. So, the range of the skill to the duration of the skill, so now it will now last 10 seconds. Okay, so I gotta get behind this dynamite, I believe. Is he turning into stone? Not yet. Alright, so moving on. He's turning into stone, he's perfect. So, the Nightwind Resolute Warcry change movement speed, increase effect to last only 15 seconds. Centurion's Command Resolute Warcry change HP restored. Oh, that hurt. Restored by protection effect from 2% to 10%. So I don't know how people are going to feel about that. I mean, especially because who actually has Centurion's Command at this point? Nobody. And if they do, there's like a very small group of people that will benefit from Centurion's Command. Let's see what else is left. Blind Executioner Resolute Warcry change duration from 5 seconds to 10 seconds. Alright, let me see. Blind Executioner Resolute Warcry change HP restored by area effective protection from 1.5 to 2.5%. So that's actually a good perk to have. Alright, he's gonna put rocks down. I'm just kind of reading you guys the patch notes, so that's why I'm not fully into the game. Now, fix the issue with the Guardian's Furious Warcry effect was not exposed in application effect window. Alright, so the mage. I don't know about you guys, or I don't know if you've ever had to fight a mage, but it was rough mainly because if they got you with the firebomb and you missed a dodge roll, the stun would last about 3 seconds. And now they're getting a nerf. Hold on. Okay, they're getting a nerf from reduced stun time from 3 seconds to 1.5 for Centurion's Command, and the same thing applies to the Blind Executioner. So they will no longer be able to stun people for basically an entire millennia. Oh, I gotta pick up this person. I should have been behind a dynamite, but okay, we gotta move out of the way. Oh man, I couldn't get out of that situation. Oh, looks like we're having some trouble here with the dynamite. Alright, so now the priest fixed an issue where other players could not identify the increased critical hit rate effects of Priest Sacred Beyond skill and the Centurion Blessing. So that's pretty neat. Now the dungeons. I don't know about this, but I complained about it. There's actually a video of this actually happening, but Caligula was in Abby AOB. She would never get out of her stealth mode, and you were stuck having to reset the dungeon because you could not fight or hit the boss at all. So that's actually going to supposedly get fixed in this next update. And the second thing is, I don't know if you got past that glitch and that exploit, you finally beat the boss. You actually were met with another glitch where Vasilios wouldn't come out of the red bubble, so you'd have to keep a zombie alive to reset in case he didn't. You'd have a second go. So they're fixing that as well. Supposedly. Now we'll see. They said that they fixed it last time, and they didn't, so we'll see how successful they are on this one. Now the next thing that they're going to be doing is case in which a high level player attacks a low level player deals 2% more additional damage because of the level difference has been greatly reduced. And fixed text for the Blessed Pass Season 2 Week 4 complete Tristeza Invasions mission. Fixed the issue where inspection mode could not be disabled when a specific class was set to the B button. So that's good to know as well. Let's get behind some dynamite. Oh no, this is not bueno. I'm in the fire and my controller just died. That's unfortunate. 1 second, y'all. Surprisingly, I'm not burning to death. I thought I would be. Alright. back and help the group. I'm doing like baby damage because I don't have the actual DPS of this blessing completely maxed out. Alright. Let me focus a bit so I can get some health back. Alright, so we are done. So, fixed issue where inspection mode could not be disabled. I already read that. Event, server update. Ended previous event, double dungeon. So there will now be a new event, but I'll talk about that event later on. But you know what? I can give you just an update. So the new event that's going to happen is increase the amount of starseed given from gold conversion only for the first 3. So the first conversion will have a 200% increase, the second conversion will have a 100% increase, and the third conversion will have a 50% increase. So before you'd get 1,000 starseeds, now you'll get basically 2,000 starseeds. Or 200% increase. So, I mean, what's 1,000 times 200%? So, whatever that means. You know, third conversion will be 50%. So I don't know how much starseeds you get on the third conversion. I don't know at the top of my head, but that's how much you're going to get. So if you have boosters already, you're actually going to get a benefit from this. Instead of 1,600, you're going to get 1,600 times 200%. So, you know what? Let's do this. Calculator. See, 1,000 times. Yeah, you know, all the maths is the same. Okay, so now marketplace listing fee is reduced to 1 starseed. So, wow, so this is the time to list your big sellers, so that way you make a good amount of money. So if you're selling something for like millions, you're not gonna get charged 30k starseeds. You must have enough starseeds to cover the normal listing fee, but only 1 starseed will be removed. Okay, so basically, let's say if it charges you 30 starseeds, you still have to list it for that much. I mean, like 30k starseeds, but it only charge you 1. Marketplace transaction fee is reduced by 5%, and salvaging cores and shards will yield 20% more. So that's actually pretty neat. That's basically the event. I mean, what are you guys excited about? I mean, I like the update. I like what the notes that it's gonna have. They definitely nerfed the mage. It's not a big nerf. I still think the mage definitely needs a bit more debuffs. Not debuffs. It needs to be powered down a bit for PvP, because it is a powerhouse in PvP. But then again, who am I to really say anything? I don't really have anything in terms of like experience with PvP too much. I've been in there these past couple of days, so I have noticed some issues, and I'll be able to talk more about it later. But at the moment, there's just certain things I have noticed, like the Zerker bug definitely needs to be nerfed. The Crusader shield is pretty broken in PvP, because I've seen satyrs literally tank 15 different enemies at once, and personally I don't think the shield should be able to withstand that much damage, and I love to play the satyr, and that's just coming from me. The satyr does obviously need buffs in his own way, like for example the shield throw should be a stun move. What else? The ranger, the kick, people keep saying about the kick that it's overpowered. Maybe that needs a bit of revisiting, but I'm not gonna talk too much about it, because personally, like, I've killed rangers in the red basin with the kick. You just kind of have to play smarter, in my opinion. Like, a lot of people just want to send it and hopefully it works out, but that's just not how the game is. Like, you have to be smart. You have to bait certain movesets, so you have to actually go in for the kill. Same thing for the priest, and what is the last class? The ranger. Well, yeah, so those are the 5 classes, but you know, that's pretty much all I got to say for today's video. I'm gonna start up my stream right now and actually start doing some content, get some boxes for my ranger, and then maybe tomorrow I'll probably just stack boxes on my priest to get blind executioner, because it's the last class I need to get the last blessing. But that's pretty much all I gotta say. Don't forget to follow the socials, Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter, which is the Guitarist562. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you made it this far, thank you guys. And tomorrow I'm gonna be doing some, most likely maxed out gameplay on the Ranger to really showcase what blind execution it looks like for the Ranger. 'Cause I know a lot of people don't have these blessings maxed out, or there's no other content creator that has different classes that can actually showcase what they can and can't do. So yeah, tune in for tomorrow's video. Daily videos are going to be going back now, especially now that crossplay is happening. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.